back into shape.
Get back into shape. Get back into shape. Get back into shape. Get back into shape.
So it appears I may be hooked a little bit on the downhill portion of mountain biking. I mean, going uphill is fun to a certain degree, as long as it's not a lot. But downhill is a hella fun. Ended up going to Horseshoe Bike Park again today. We had some great weather. Ended up going with my friend Matt, who has never done downhill before. He is a great mountain biker, great climber. I go with him quite a bit on Fridays. But he's never done anything like this before, as far as straight downhill. So I wanted to give him his first experience. So today was a really chill day. We kind of hit a bunch of greens. Let's see, we went down Little Ripper, which is run number 1. Going Green, number 2. Gravity Cavity, which is number 3. We did Freedom Flyer, which is a blue, number 5. We did... I don't think we actually hit Despicable Me. We did talk about it, but time was a little tight. I did that a few times the other day. It's a blue run. We did do Light Roast. We did Lone Ranger. And then at the very end, I was trying to get Matt to push into Black Diamonds, but he wasn't having much of it. Matt was riding a hardtail, and he wasn't very confident in his brakes, which I don't blame him. Anyways, I'm going to play you some footage, have some fun watching, and leave the comments below. If you can give a subscribe, tap the bell icon to get notifications, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. So we're going to do a little bit of voice overlay on this. So this trail here is Going Green, turning into Little Ripper. Nice flowy trail, one of the beginner trails here. So about this point here, I'm noticing that something's not quite right with my bike, but I'm not sure what it is.
Oh!
So right here, completely sunblind. I couldn't actually see where the trail went, where it turned.
Trail's back here. Yeah, this is why you don't follow me. Fuck me.
Here's the start of my problems.
What? Chain went off. Okay, ready to drop back in? That was a fail.
So 2 days before this, I took a couple falls, noticed my G-railer was a bit twisted. It was working fine, so I figured it would last here. We don't use gears that much, but apparently I was wrong. Chain completely came off at that point. So this trail has a lot of little tabletops, which are fun. I don't jump tabletops yet. I'm going to be practicing over the next little bit, but they're fun regardless. We did get quite a lot of rain there. You can see the puddles off to the left. When we went on Saturday, it was completely bone dry, really loose sand. And they got quite a bit of rain the night before this. And as you can tell, a little bit of mud and stuff, which I've never seen there. So this is the next run. It's Gravity Cavity. Fun, flowy trail with not a lot of issues. Once again, I'm going to have chain issues in a minute, and I get those addressed pretty quickly. I got to hand it to the bike shop. Amazing, amazing people. Not one issue whatsoever. He's able to get my bike repaired in about 15 minutes, and you'll see the interaction in a second. Well, after the run. So I'm pretty much going with no chain at this point. I know I don't have a chain on, and I don't really need it, but no point addressing it until we're at the bottom of the hill. Yeah, next time I gotta hit that rock. That rock looks like you could really launch off of it.
And I have no chain again.
Yep, this is where he adjusts the chain.
That's no good. Do you want to bring it up to the shop? You might have something to...
What a pain in the fucking ass. I lost it at the very beginning.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I can smell my brakes. They're not a fan.
I just don't understand why it didn't cause me problems the last time. I'm gonna try changing a few gears. Maybe keep it in the middle of the cassette.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know I don't need it until maybe if you lose speed here, but still.
I'm losing speed the whole way. I'm just full on brakes.
How was the drops there?
Drops are fine.
Yeah? No discomfort on those?
No, it's more for the speed. That's actually quite...
So just trying to take it easy on my chain here, but until we make it to over the bike shop. As soon as I pedal backwards, the train or the chain would drop off. Here we have my buddy.
That's an XD. It's 130 for that.
Yeah.
15 for the installation. And
Yeah.
give me a few minutes, I can get it done for you.
That's perfect, yeah.
Okay.
We'll grab a beer.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
And a beer we grabbed.
There you go.
So this is light roast. Light roast. There's not much to it. There's a couple little root drops.
So this is a simple flowy trail. I highly recommend this for people that have just gone to Horseshoe for the first time. It's a little easier than going green into Little Ripper for sure, because you don't have the jumps. I've never actually continued down going green, only because it's kind of slow near the end and it's just kind of cornering. So we always go into Little Ripper. But I think this one kind of gives you an idea of what Horseshoe is kind of like for beginner levels. It has a little bit of everything, kind of some tight corners, nice berms, some roots to jump over, some logs. I believe there's some rocks further along too that you can, like a little rock garden that you kind of touch. Maybe not this one. There it is. So it kind of gives you a nice little introductory to everything that's on the trail. Or on the trails in general. Just
There
checking
you
to
go.
make sure Matt's behind me.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, are you ready? I didn't know if you just wanted to drop in or... Oh!
So this one is Despicable Me. Fun trail, few wooden features, few small root drops. I don't know why I don't hit that wooden feature. I've missed it every single time. I just automatically, my eyes go to the right and I go to the right. It's only now that my eyes are starting to cruise around a little bit to see beyond the trail. Little drop here. There we are. That's the end of that one.
I honestly think
And me starting to talk to the wrong guy. I thought Matt was behind me. So this path leads from all the faraway trails back to the chairlift. It's kind of neat. Has a few little kickers on it.
Totally right. Because I don't think there's anything there really.
Okay, so this is Freedom
let's
Flyer.
do something. Oh well, we'll do this one.
Now this gets me kind of annoyed. They leave the ski trail names on the hills themselves. They don't take them down, so it can get a little confusing. So the conditions today were a bit interesting. Loose sand. On Saturday it was loose sand. Last night they got rain. The sand is a little squishy on top, but loose underneath. And you'll see in a minute, when I come around the corner, I could feel the bike going to the right. And after attempting to slow down, I locked up the rear brake and still couldn't steer from the top of the berm. As I realized I was going over, you'll see what happens anyways, but I ended up bailing a little bit. Camera got buried in the sand, and my beautiful Max Pro lens got a few scratches on it. Now I will say, this was rider error on my part. I have to work on leaning the bike to gain traction around from the side lugs.
I got high on the berm. Let me know if anybody's coming down.
So we kind of missed the last of this this trail. As the GoPro goes in my pocket. Okay, so we move on to Lone Ranger here. So this one's a fun trail, small minor technical stuff, some wooden features, a few smaller jumps, nice high berms in one section that you can really have some fun on. You can really notice the scratches on my lens from this point on. I have the replacement lens already on the way. And totally the wrong gear.
Totally the wrong gear. That's a climb. Now the fun.
One thing that pisses me off more than anything with the GoPro with the Hero Black 9 is there is no protective cover for the Max lens, the Max Pro lens. Even the hard cases that you can get for scuba diving, for this kind of thing, they don't incorporate the Max Pro lens, so you can't get the protection on it. It's a lot steeper than it looks, but a lot of fun. Love those high berms. They're always fun. A little bit of log crossing, a little bit of rock garden, and then we're back all the way around the outside, back to the chairlift. So here we have Going Green into Little Ripper once again. I was hoping to have this run, or to have a sort of a clean run and get a good time on it, but it didn't end up... Yeah, I was trying to get a good time for Strava, but also so that Matt could experience the trail again after doing some other things. It's a little rough in some sections. A lot of the newbies ended up cutting it up with their brakes a lot. I'm starting to get a little bit tired, and on one of the tabletops at the bottom, ended up losing my balance.
Didn't I?
There was a secondary section you can actually take, and that's what I'm just yelling about right now. But at the very bottom, ended up taking one of the tabletops and kind of lost my balance a little bit, and then almost ended up getting wet. Not a solid run, but I'll get it next time I'm out.
Whoa, shit.
There we go. This is one of the reasons why I say the other green one's a better one.
I was out of the swamp.
As Matt's riding by, he's like, I think the trail's this way. Two runs on this beginner trail and two not so clear runs.
I almost didn't stop before that swamp. I almost ended up right in it.
Swamp, aka Big Puddle. So here's Gravity Cavity again. I personally love this trail, gives you a bit of everything. But Matt learned a valuable lesson with a hardtail. So Matt learned the hard way what it gives you when you drop a bit too hard at the beginning and bottom out your suspension. So that was the drop there, I think. And I ended up hearing some manly screamings from behind. His feet went off the pedals, crotch found his saddle.
Thank you.
So further down, you'll see the people that I just passed there that were kind of in the way. When Matt ended up going by, he ended up sliding into the gentleman because he was blocking the way at that point. So if you're going to stop on the trail, get out of the way so that we don't have those kind of problems.
Oh, that was close.
So after we finish this, the next trail, I did try and get Matt to join me for Party Train, but he decided not to. Had a little bit of a close call. The sand's just so loose there. So again, the next trail we're going to be doing, in my case, is Party Train. I think Matt ended up going over to Lone Ranger again. Another great trail. But Party Train is the double black diamond with a lot of features, so it's a highly technical trail. When you exit the chairlift, you basically ride down a really loose, sketchy gravel road, which I did leave into it. So you'll see that in a second. Just so you guys get an idea of what it's like to go over to the other runs. So this is kind of the sketchy trail, and you can get your speeds up to about 60 kilometers an hour. I run mag pedals, so my feet are nicely placed on the pedals without them jumping all over the place. But I love the speed.
Pass it on the right.
And you always have some people that are a little slower. So you always have to watch out for them. Your goal is to get quite a bit of speed to carry you up this hill so you don't have to do a lot of climbing or anything. And then from here it's another quick kind of shoot down. You have a high path and a low path here. Doesn't matter which way you take. They both end up in the same spot. So my trail, the Party Train, is just off the left here. Now Matt's trail is the last one down this path, so he's got to go pretty damn far all the way down this this walking path to his trail. But here is Party Train. It starts on this big wooden ramp to give you a little bit of speed into the first kicker.
Yeah.
There goes Matt going to his trail. So just kind of psyching myself out a little bit here. I don't hit the features. I should say I hit the features, but I roll over them. So with this one being a double black diamond, it features jump after jump after jump. But like I'll show you here, because I lack the skills, you can go down this trail and not have to go big. Most of the jumps, you can just pop up onto the top of them and then ride off. But yeah, it's just tabletop after tabletop. So if you love them, you're going to love this trail. This one can get a little sketchy. Not this one. There's another one where there's a kicker that leads into the berm. I think it's the next section here. Yeah, here it is. You can get a little sketchy on the side there. If you hit it nice and hard, you get right up onto the berm. But I'm just taking it easy. This one, for some reason, always causes me problems. So get up, and I lose the back tire. I know it's rider error. I think I just have to be turning more into the berm. There's a nice wall there. I don't ride walls yet. And this is kind of the last little section. So after this trail, I will end it. Overall, it was a very fun day. Weather was great, not too hot, and we lived, which is kind of the goal of this, is to have fun and live at the end. But I'd just like to say, thanks for watching. Please consider giving us a subscribe. Click the bell for updates. All of it is highly appreciated. And if you made it this far, then congratulations.
Sorry? Good. Big jumps.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Until the next video.